Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of the detox, our last day. Yay! You guys, we made it. We made it. Yay! So that's something to celebrate right there. Gosh, yeah, it just always feels so good when you get to the end of something. And yeah, I love hearing your stories about, you know, what's gone on for you and, the struggles, the challenges, like what's going well for you. So I know a couple of you have shared that already. And yes, I just love after stories. So please share. If you're not in the Facebook group, message me through the portal. I would just love to hear how this week went for you. And happy Valentine's Day too, by the way. And it's funny because when we planned to do this detox, I didn't even factor in that it was Valentine's Day week when it ended. So it's kind of the perfect day to end. It's a day where we can just appreciate ourselves and love ourselves. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that it ends on Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Let's see. Gosh, how's everybody feeling? I know you might still be having some challenges, or you might be feeling really good. So if you're having some challenges, hang in there. I don't know what you plan to do, if you plan to continue after this, after the detox or not with some things. But just if you want to kind of make sure you get through those challenges, you might want to just keep on going for a couple extra days if you can. Um, anyway, yeah, just want to encourage you to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling I feel a lot of energy, which is great. I think it's because I'm sleeping better. I'm not historically a great sleeper. So this has really been interesting to me. Um, I've done detoxes in the past, but it always is just like, oh yeah, it's like you remember, oh yeah, this is something that happens for me when I start to really be mindful of what I'm putting in my body and what I'm doing. So yeah, I just feel like I have a lot of good energy and just sleeping well. So those are the kind of the takeaways for me. Um, Went on a lovely ski this morning in the neighborhood with my husband, and that was really fun. Yeah, and I just felt really good. So um, I'd love to hear like what are some takeaways for you guys? Like what are some things that you've really noticed about this last week? Have you noticed that, you maybe drink too much coffee or that you're not eating enough whole foods, and that when you do eat whole foods, you feel better? Or is it your sleep? Are you noticing that, kind of before and after, like what's it like now as opposed to when you started this detox? Um, yeah, so just, maybe it's sugar for you. Maybe it's you really notice when you take the sugar out of your diet how that changes things for you. So, yeah, just, take a moment to think about that and ask yourself, like, maybe what was the biggest takeaway for you this last week? Um, and then maybe like just pick going forward, it's up to you, of course, but I always encourage people just to pick maybe one or maybe more of a couple of things that worked well for you this week. Maybe it's drinking lemon water every morning, or maybe it's decreasing your coffee or just cutting coffee out. Maybe it's taking more saunas, maybe drinking more water. So just maybe find a couple things that you feel like you could really work into your routine, or your rhythm. So yeah, find a couple things that will help support you going forward. Or maybe it's that you just want to eat more whole foods and really cut out, the processed foods, and the sugar and the caffeine and alcohol. So whatever it is for you, just, this has been a time to this is the time now to kind of reflect on what you feel like you need to add into your life. Like what do you need more of? What do you need less of? That's a really simple question to ask yourself, and just see what comes up for you. Yeah. And so, yeah, take note of that. I'd love to hear from you as well. What it is for you. Um, And then maybe, what are you most proud of this week? What are you most proud of yourself for this last week? Maybe it's one thing, maybe it's several things. Maybe it's sticking to a plan. Maybe it's keeping your word to yourself. Maybe it's learning a new skill, like cooking from scratch. Um, yeah, so that's something, just kind of something to think about. And what another question to maybe ask yourself is, what feelings are you experiencing from this this detox that we did last week? Um, is it maybe joy? Is it pride? Is it a sense of accomplishment? Maybe you're feeling peace. But maybe that's just another question to ask yourself, like, what are some of the emotions or feelings that are coming up for you right now? And hopefully they're all positive, and celebrate those. And maybe ask yourself, how can you feel more of those emotions, more of those positive emotions in your life? What are some things you can do to bring more joy to your life? What are some things you can do to bring a sense of accomplishment? I mean, that's why setting goals are so good for us. I love working with people and setting 90-day goals, because 90-day goals are attainable. Sometimes when we, like, beginning of the year, New Year's resolutions, it's like, it's too big, it's too overwhelming to have this goal way out there, thinking, oh, okay, I'll do that, I'll get there someday, I'll get there before the end of the year. And before you know it, the end of the year comes around. So I love working in 90-day goals. It just works really well, because you have a time frame, you have kind of a limit, you kind of have to get going, you kind of have to hold yourself accountable, and keeps the momentum there. So yeah, so maybe just something to think about moving forward, for yourself. And if you do feel like you need extra support, and it's something that you're interested in, I would love to meet with you. You can book a discovery call through Elixir if it's something that's compelling to you. And there's a lot of times when we start making changes in one area of our lives, we'll start noticing, or we'll gain some momentum to get the energy to make other changes, to make changes in other areas of our lives. So just something to think about if that's interesting to you and compelling to you. In addition to wellness coaching, I do life coaching as well. So looking at relationships, purpose, and meaning, if you're feeling, kind of stuck in a certain area, or just kind of stuck in life, which happens a lot, especially if you're in midlife or in a transition. It happens. Or self-image, if that's something that you've really struggled with in the past, and you just want to feel better about yourself and the way that you move in the world and the way you show up in the world. So those are all areas in which I work. So if you're interested, I'd love to meet with you. You can book a discovery call. It's just a 15-minute call where we kind of get together and see if it's a good fit, see what your issues are. And yeah, so let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, so I want to ask you guys, how are you going to celebrate yourselves? I mean, celebrate yourselves. You guys, this is not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It sounds maybe, 5 days. It's not long, but it is. I mean, it's a big accomplishment. So celebrate yourselves. I hope you're going to do something fun tonight. I hope you're going to celebrate with a loved one or friends or even yourself. I mean, I don't know what you'll do for yourself, but maybe you take like a nice long bath or something, or I don't know, get your toenails done. I don't know. We're having dinner with friends tonight to celebrate Valentine's Day. So that's how I'm celebrating. Love connecting with people around a table. So that's what we're doing tonight. Let's see. Yeah. So, gosh, it's been such a wonderful week. It's been such an honor to help guide you through this detox, and thank you for trusting me to do it. It's really an honor and a privilege, and I love just coming alongside people and helping them feel better. Feel better in their health and in their life. And so thank you for sharing your experiences too. Those that have shared their experiences, thank you for that. It's so inspiring to hear how people are doing, and they're motivating, just to read like some of the things that people are doing. I mean, it motivates me. I'm like, gosh, yeah, maybe I do need to do more of that, So thank you for sharing your story. And yeah, just moving forward, I want you to just think about like, what do you want more of? What do you want less of? How do you want to feel? What feelings do you want to feel? What feelings do you not want to feel anymore? And sometimes we do need, of course, feel those feelings. But just finding more of the positive feelings to feel, and how can you do that? So, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And yeah, I hope to see some of you in our next detox. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be doing them quarterly. So I think the next one's going to be in June. So stay tuned for that and keep an eye out for that. So hopefully I'll get to see you in there, or if not before. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day. Finish strong. Day's not over, so finish strong. But tonight, yeah, you might want to celebrate with a little treat or something. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much again. It's been such an honor and a privilege. And yeah, best to you. Bye bye.